now that we talked about Epic Games and getting into that and downloading Unreal Engine and getting into that, now we're going to talk about navigating through Unreal Engine. So this should be what comes up when you actually click on Run Unreal Engine. And you'll notice at the top it says Recent Projects. Currently, I've deleted all of mine, so I have no projects right now, just so this is what yours is probably going to look like. And you can see there's all these different options of things that we could create. So this class, again, is game development, so we're going to be creating games. You have a couple options here, and you could pick any one that you want to look at and see how it goes. I don't suggest doing the virtual reality or the handheld AR, so you could pick first person, third person, whatever you want to do. I'm going to take first person for right now. And I'm going to call this, so on the right hand side, it gives you an explanation of what the different types of things are. And you can see here that we're going to be doing it in Blueprints. So Blueprints is a way to make code for make your game do what you want it to do without you having to know how to code it. So this means that you don't actually have to know any code. It's all a visual system. So we have to learn what visual things we need to pull out or and look at. But the code is behind the scenes and we just deal with the interfaces. And so Unreal Engine uses C++ as its language on the back end. And the next class that we teach, the 135G, my plan is to have that be in C++. Now, if you look, we could make a mobile app, but for this class, we're going to be making desktop applications. We're going to want the quality preset, you can keep it at maximum. And you're going to want to click the starter content. What this is just gives you some basic material and textures and that kind of thing that you could use in your game that we're going to be making. And this last one is ray tracing. Now, ray tracing is a way to do, I believe, 3D modeling, and especially the computers at school they don't have good enough GPUs to be able to handle this. You might get error messages about the fact that the Epic games can't handle it. And that's okay, because what we're going to be doing is not going to require the ray tracing. Then down here on the left, you have your project location. My suggestion for project location is that you make sure that if you're doing this on school computers, that you know where this folder is and that you back it up regularly, like every day that of the class. And we'll go, that'll be one of the lessons about how to save it. And then project naming conventions. So this is going to just be like in class. So I'm just going to call it in class 1. And I'm going to put my initials on it. I suggest this mainly because you won't be the only person using the computer you're on right now if you're using the school computer. And so having your initials kind of like lets people know that this is your device. And I'm never too sure of the state of what our school computers are going to be like. So we're going to create this project. And it takes a minute or two to come up, depends upon how fast your computer is. And you can see I now have this first person template that has it is built with some built-in objects or assets that are already played in the game. And so I'll go over some of the ways of how to navigate in here, but I just want to draw your attention to the different parts. So this big screen here is the viewport, and it's what shows you what is happening in your level or your scene, because it's called both things. On the right hand side here we have the outliner, and I'll go over that in more detail in another video. Down here on the left you have the content drawer that you can click on and get a list of content that you have access for your scene or your level. And at the top you have your toolbar that lets you go and select things and do things. One of the things I'm going to do right now is come in here and go to Tools, go to Debug, and Widget Reflector. And you see that my application scale is 1. I'm going to change that to 1.3. And that just makes everything a little bit bigger. I think just enough that hopefully it is more visible on the screen with you. If I need it to be bigger, just let me know and we'll look at that. So this is, again, I'm trying to make these all about 5 minutes long, just because I know getting past that is a little temperamental, and I also want to have new topics be on videos where you can just go to that topic without having to screen through.